deeply of sharks. You know, lately, I've been seeing a lot of internet discourse about furries and their tendency to draw sharks as if they are dogs. And I think what people are missing in this whole discourse, because they're stupider than me, is that they don't understand the difference between something that is a furry and something that is anthropomorphic. Motherfucker, you will see some different shit if you Google anthropomorphic shark versus if you Google furry shark for a different reason. Because they're fucking different styles of art. The traditions are from separate classes. You fucking fool. You little worm. You ignore artistic history and tradition. For what reason? So you can dunk on a fucking dude who drew a shark in a way that you don't like? You fucking fool! I'm passionate about art history. I'm not even a furry. It's just obvious. It's fucking obvious. It makes me mad to see it because everyone's stupid except for me. Everyone's stupid except for me. People will find any reason to dog on furries. Damn. I think the furries like it when you dog on them though. Now maybe if you humaned on them, they'd have a problem with that. I'll be here all week. Fucking, what other shit have I seen this week? Oh my fucking god, pun not intended. I felt it in my bones, I did. I need to go to a furry con. Honestly, fucking same. How the fuck did an ad break just start? I just ran 3 minutes worth of ads. I think that Twitch just fucking ate my whole entire asshole. I think that Twitch did it. I'm so mad. Yeah, but anyway, Twitch hates us. It's true. Anyway, I also want to go to a furry con. Not because I'm a furry. I'm not a furry, and I don't have a fursona. I have no interest in having a fursona. But I am an ally of furries, I would say. I find them generally pleasant to be around most of the time. I find them pleasant to be around, but I am judgmental at the end of the day. And so I will see a furry who's in a fursuit with a very ostentatious and, quite frankly, ugly design. And I will think negative thoughts about that I will not voice, but I will think them. And I will feel bad for it. And then I will still think of myself as better than them because I have an eye for design that they do not have. My aesthetic tastes are better than theirs. And these are all sort of thought processes that go on in my head more or less all of the time, to be honest with you. I am fundamentally a person who was happy to be judging others. It is something that I want to do often. For bad, not probably unhealthily so. I do wish I wasn't. Some people probably have those thoughts about you. Almost certainly yes. Some of the people that I think of that, probably have that shit. That said, I do feel the same. I'm not at all a fan of the typical Western furry design tropes. Yes. Yeah, I agree. And I think they're especially bad in costume form, to be honest with you. I do think they're worse when made into the physical world. I think they derive from cereal box mascots and from sports team mascots, both of which I don't find particularly attractive design-wise. I don't wish to see them. I do wish that I do end up finding Eastern, Chinese, and Japanese furries to be much more interesting. They're from Disney, actually. Yes, that too. That is also true. Do not tell me that that you don't see Tony the Tiger in a lot of them, though. Be honest to my gonest, fully and totally, and be true to your heart. Tell me, do you really believe that there's no Tony the Tiger in those men? That too, but I think Tony is also probably derived from Disney. This is fair. I think this is a reasonable thing. What else have I been seeing? This is discourse that I want to get the people's opinion on. I want to get the people's opinion on this one. Because I had an initial reaction, and then I saw that a lot of people had a very different initial reaction. And from my perspective, as somebody who does not really participate in this scene too much, this is not something that's come up a lot in my life. I am interested to know sort of what's going on. But it is slightly controversial. So I want to fucking, so I'm gonna prepare you all. Let's all be adults about this now. So, a lesbian had issues with herself and feeling like she was always encroaching upon her partners inappropriately whenever she would make sexual advances. Anytime that she would make a sexual advance with a partner, that felt wrong to her, and it is something that she was working on for much of her life. I don't know where she's at now. By the time of the story, she was deep in it. She was deep in it. Oh, the sharks are coming. The sharks are restarting. All right. All right. So, at some point, her and her partner at the time got into some BDSM shit, some real freaky kink shit, some shit that you need a safe word for because you don't fucking know anymore, right? And so they fucking had that conversation. This is what the safe word is. This is what's going on. And at some point, the first time that the safe word was used, soon after the conversation was had, was upon the fucking the first person, the lesbian of our perspective, touching the other lesbian's ass while she was doing the dishes, and that made her very uncomfortable. And then because so she ended up using the safe word for an ass touch, and that made the ass toucher's feelings quite hurt because she thought, she has used the safe word for an ass touch. That means that this is quite inappropriate. It was a morally wrong thing for me to do because she's dealing with that shit, you know? She's dealing with that shit. And some people were like, no, that is how a safe word is to be used. And it is shitty to feel bad about that because you are fucking, you just gotta get over that one dog. And then other people were like, nah, that's a fucking extreme reaction. She should have been like, so fucking, can you stop hey, I'm not in the mood right now. I'm not in the mood right now. I think it's an interesting question. Dog, if an ass touch makes you safe word while you're doing BDSM shit, that means you have something to unpack. Well, they weren't doing BDSM shit. That's the thing that's interesting to me. That's the part that got me on the side of the ass toucher, all right? I'm on the ass toucher side in this scenario. I'll be frank. I'm on the ass toucher side because doing the dishes and having your ass touched is not a BDSM scenario. So to me, that scenario does not necessitate a safe word. That is not what a safe word is for in my mind. If somebody did safe word after I touched their ass doing the dishes, I would, to be honest, be quite insulted. And I felt, and people had a fucking visceral reaction to the fucking initial visceral reaction of like, I would feel insulted to that. So, I don't know, fucking weird. So if they just said they weren't in the mood, if they just weren't in the mood, you just need to say that. That's not what a safe word is for. That's my understanding too. That's also where I'm at. I'm like, that's like a fucking extreme. But you know, a lot of people disagree. And it's interesting to me. Because I don't know. Because I'm not really part of that scene. If I was engaged with that fucking crowd, maybe I'd get it more. But like the kind of shit that I'm into doesn't really necessitate a safe word, and it's usually not that intense, to be honest with you. Not to say that I have never gotten a little bit weird with it, but like never that bad, never that far. Not that bad. Not that it's bad to. You should if you want to. I think that's dope. Basically, if you want to get your balls crushed or whatever the hell, fucking go for it. Enjoy yourself. I think that you should love life and experience whatever pleasures are safe for you to do. Essentially, I think that as long as it doesn't love life in CBT. Listen, if CBT brings you where you need to be, why the hell not? Joy to the world, baby. Who am I to tell you not to? I'm just a little bun. I don't know shit nor fuck. I watch my animes. I see, but people think I'm a freak because I look at fucking Doujins all day. Not all day. God no. Go. Yeah, that discourse has been fucking passing through my Twitter dashboard for a hot minute. It's been interesting to me to see the reactions on both sides. I think that it is fundamentally two different crowds interacting who have two different understandings of what a safe word is, and that is, you know, that is okay. But I do wish that they would hate each other slightly less, because I feel like there's room to get along. Speaking of anime, I recently started watching Edge Runners, and it's pretty dope. Yeah, I've seen Edge Runners. I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was a little bit overhyped, but I do think that it is beautifully animated, and the characters are compelling. I wish that there was more done with Lucy, and I think that Rebecca is indeed quite hot. I do think that people who are like, oh, Rebecca, are understandable. Beyond hi, Alice. Good to see you. What else have I been seeing on the internet? God. I'm driving a Ford F-150. People who are like, damn, I would never drunk drive. All drunk drivers should die. That same person will also be like, nah, but I drive better while high. I distinctly remember. Thank you, Teta. I'm saying. Hello, Alice. Hello, Alice. I distinctly remember back in college, the first episode made me really depressed because of how bleak and somewhat relatable the life of the characters felt. But I got over it once the action picked up. Yeah, I think the reality of cyberpunk is much more bleak than it is than it is honestly, even in the anime, right? Like, we probably are living the cyberpunk reality that is never gonna be real, because the average person is simply too passive, I believe. Like, as cool as it would be to be able to get fucking modded up and fuck around with your bod, and have honestly even as much as a resistance and an underground as there is in Cyberpunk 2077, a game that I believe is sanitized to shit and an inaccurate and improper depiction of what Cyberpunk has potential for it to be. I do still believe that is honestly more optimistic than the reality that we're gonna get, because I do think that the average person is simply not interested in doing things that aren't scroll on phone. Which, I mean, like, I can't entirely budge that, right? Like, I'm fucking overweight. I'm not gonna pick up a gun, ever. You're not gonna get me to do it. Frankly, if it came down to it, if the question was, Caramel, go to war, or get shot, we'll kill you, then I would simply accept the fact that I'm gonna die. I'm not here for that. I'm not built for that. That's not kind of where I'm at, you know? Hi, Blush! I am not of capacity to attack others or to be attacked. I don't want that stress. Don't need it. Don't need it. And so I can't critique people entirely who just want to fucking live their life and be on phone. But I think the form of passivity that people take now is such that I don't think that we will ever get into a cool cyberpunk future. I agreed to make a proper friend cosplaying Rebecca. I need to actually work on that. Oh, do you do prop work? That's really cool. That's badass, actually. Can you send some pictures of your previous work in the Discord? I want to know. Edge Runners is really good. I can't wait for Series 2 to come out. True. I demand a cyberpunk future. I want augments. I also do. To be honest, I want fucking to be thin and like a foot shorter or like a foot taller. I wish that I'm perfectly average. I've made the joke a billion times. I'm taller than every woman and I'm shorter than every man, which is the least convenient height. It's great for flying. I am the right size for every plane seat. But I think I would be cooler or cuter if I was either a foot taller or a foot shorter. I'm in free. And if I was a foot taller, I could eat so much more. Wouldn't that be delightful? That'd be kind of sick, though. That'd be kind of sick. Although I'd probably be upset with it because there's like no. It's already kind of hard as a person who is taller than every woman, and shorter than every man. It is hard to find clothes for me, to be honest with you. The fact that all clothes are designed for either men who are bigger than me or women who are much smaller than me. It's either much bigger or much smaller. It's kind of annoying how there's not really shit for me. I wear a lot of men's cut tees because of that, actually. Like or not men's cut, or like boyfriend tees. Boyfriend tees. That's what they're called. They're t-shirts designed for women, but they are cut for men. So it ends up, so they're cut larger. It's I've stalked Kara 20 times in a row. Go me. Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Thank you for stalking me. Rebecca has a lot of fun. If she wasn't so petite, I'd consider cosplaying it. Who the fuck do it anyway? Who cares? What's the worst that can happen? I cosplay Tito and I'm way too fat for that. The costume didn't even fit me, and yet people loved it. The people enjoyed it greatly, and hopefully they will enjoy a maid outfit that you can contribute to at throne.com/CaraBunVT if you want to see me in a maid dress. Or alternatively, you can click on the support me button down below and buy me groceries. Gulp, gulp, gulp. Because I do so love to eat grocery. I do so love to eat grosh. Bun time, it's 4 p.m. Good to see you. My carrot's been going bad so fucking fast recently. The heat is killing my carrots. I'm gonna start putting them in the fridge. Normally I just leave my carrots out and it's not a problem. But I truly believe the heat is making my carrots sad. I don't know why. Couldn't tell you what the difference is. My potatoes are fine. All of my other things that I normally leave out are fine. Tomatoes, chillin'. Yeah, put them in the fridge or freezer. I normally don't do that with carrots. Inhaler. Also, don't put your tomatoes in the fridge because then they'll lose all their flavor. I love my tomato. I love my tomato life. My tomato life and my tomato wife. Doesn't a chilled carrot sound so good though? Oh, girl, you know it. Gotta go fucking crazy for that chilled carrot shit though. I kind of want to get a blender. I want to start making like vegetable-based smoothies. Like I could fuck with like I kind of wish there was like a savory version of a milkshake, you know? Or maybe like a little sweet, but like a little bit not. Yeah. You know, like a middle ground. Like a middle ground of that shit. Hi, Nub! Nub, we're discussing our legal right to drink and drive, as guaranteed to us by the First Amendment of the Constitution of the United States of America. Beyond! You will not convince me that I do not have the full authority to take my fucking pickup wherever the hell I want to go. I drink and drive. Damn right you would. Hell yeah, Nub. Hell fucking yeah. And I would hit every single cyclist along the way. I would rear end every single cyclist. I hate the bikers. I do really want, there's a thing that you can attach to your bike to, so because it's super fucking hot out, I haven't been going out biking lately because, you know, it's fucking super hot out and it makes me want to die. So instead of biking, I have been sitting at home, languishing, sleeping, and not doing that. But think about it this way: there's a thing that you can get for your bike cycle that lets you ride in place, basically, with simulated friction from the road, and it's called like a bike trainer, because it's supposed to build your endurance for big long rides. And I really want one. But it costs $100, and I don't have that, so I'm not gonna do it. I'm just happening on by. Sorry, it's lovely bunny. It's all good. Isn't she bunny? Isn't she such a bun? Thank you, Nubs for the pats. Isn't she lovely? Isn't she such a bun? Blah, 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 blah. I've had that in my head the entire time. What's up? What motion they moach? What motion they moach? Yo, in the Cara stream, straight up moaching it. Isn't she chudly? Isn't she such a chud? Loki, feeling a bit chudly lately. Feeling a bit chudded out. Feeling like a fat fucking chud. I'm a chud, I'm a chud, I'm a fat fucking chud. In league all day till the sun comes up. I'm a chud, I'm a chud, I'm a. Yeah, Rose. Rose, it's a delight to see you. I hope that you're doing well. I'm in delight. Bunalicious, newalicious definition, make the chuz go loco. Newlicious definition, make the chuz go loco. Ah! Bring Fergie back, dude. I saw Spider-Man. Was Batman there? Was Batman there? Batman. How was it? Hi, Mississippi Guns and Red Corn. I hope that you enjoyed your time being alive and strong. And you are in your heart of hearts. Hard to define. God! Batman wouldn't be in a Spider-Man movie. Batman, but there would be a Batman. Is Batman Pyro-Man? Batman Pyro-Man, but it would be Batman. But it could be. But it could be but it could be both. If both were there, isn't she out? You hurt me. You bring my soul to the brink. You make me really think I might be losing it here. You're a terror, Dino. You make me cry, Dino. I don't know how I'm supposed to go on when you're here. Dino! I killed a bunch! Put a gun against his head. Pulled my mochi, now he's dead. Ouch! Dino! Stream had just begun. Oh, I dream. Pion. But now I've gone and mooshed it all away. Dino! Pion. I don't wanna cry. Sometimes I wish I'd never been moached at all. Owned. Oh, Peon, I'm blowing my mochi. Well, one day I'll do the whole moach cover of Bohemian Rhapsody. I see a little silhouette of a moach, got a mooch. My cape is gone. Throwback to I used to be for a little bit in high school. I was really obsessed with Queen, as I think a lot of high schoolers who were kind of on their bullshit. You know, you've met some pretentious high schoolers. I was a very pretentious high schooler. I was really annoying about art and art opinions back then. I still am, but I was less socially aware back then. You know. Ah, yes, I also had a Queen arc. Fantastic. Dino, why did you hit me with so many objects? Has anyone told you I had a really big Beatles arc? Yo, me too. I want you to know, I also had one of those. I think it's a part of growing up as a person who's generally interested in the wider culture. If you are a person I had a John Lennon arc, don't tell anyone. There's nothing wrong with a John Lennon arc. John Lennon made some interesting shit, and he died young. His story is compelling. There's nothing wrong with a John Lennon arc. I also am a Yoko Ono defender. Not really art for me, but it's art for someone. I think it's interesting. I think his solo stuff is genuinely good. I'll agree. People like gassed up Imagine really, really hard for a really long time. And for a while, people reacted to that by saying, okay, Imagine's not that good. But actually, no, I do think that Imagine is just that good. I do think that John Lennon's Imagine is an incredibly powerful and meaningful piece of art that is fucking one of the fucking... Imagine is alright. Have you ever seen Steel and Glass? Have you ever heard Steel and Glass, though? Banger! You know what? No, I haven't. But I will now, because I fucking care about your opinion and respect it. And it's about and it's a song, so it can't be more than approximately 3 minutes long. But if somebody sent me a song that was like 7 minutes, they'd be on some bullshit. Ben Shapiro hates Imagine. Yes. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Do you think that one day I will get on Ben Shapiro's podcast, or do you think that he would deny me? Do you think I can get on there? Do you think I can get on the Tucker Carlson podcast? I'll hook his zins. I want to brand deal with Tucker Carlson. I want to get his zin brand. I want to get his zins on my stream. At Tucker, yo, what's up? I want to fucking replace the Benjamin with a little pocket in my with a little lip pocket. You know, hit me up, dude. I have an idea. I have some ideas, some innovative marketing campaigns. You'd be the first person to have a VTuber endorse their nicotine pouch. Isn't that something? You ain't ever heard of that before. I'd want CaraBunVT on my podcast if I had one. I would love to be a guest on a podcast, because then it wouldn't be my responsibility to edit it. I think that I would be a good podcast guest. I also think I'd be a good podcast host. I think I have zero interest in editing a podcast. I think that podcasts are kind of cool. I just think they've been taken over by the chuds. Podcast as a concept, fun, good, great for the people. Podcast as an execution, they're a cultural force of the alt-right, and that sucks fucking donkey dick, dude. That sucks like mega donkey dick. You know, it sucks like really big donkey dick. Not even like a fucking pretty one, like a really ugly one. Not even like one of those like fucking bad dragon dildo donkey dicks, like a real ass fucking gross looking one. I only listen to one podcast, and it's Markiplier's. You know, I have listened to a few podcasts that are more like audio dramas. I quite like those. I used to listen to Welcome to Night Vale for a really long time. I stopped, not because it's woke, but because I feel like they just ran out of ideas at some point, to be honest with you. I felt like, I mean, there's some decent segments still, but Jesus Christ, a lot of them are kind of rough. I feel like the more it gets interested in recurring characters, the worse that podcast was, to be honest with you. I don't know how it's faring nowadays, but damn, they need to fucking focus less on recurring characters. I'll tell you that for sure, dog. I'll tell you that for 100%, 1000%. I do deeply wish they would chill out on that. I've never listened to Night Vale, but I remember literally everyone referencing it constantly when it was more relevant. Quite good. And let's watch the entirety of Red vs. Blue on stream. Oh, no. No. We won't do that. I miss the Achievement Hunter and Rooster Teeth podcasts. I have only ever seen one thing from Rooster Teeth or Achievement Hunter. Two things from Rooster Teeth or Achievement Hunter. The first one that I remembered was their Achievement Hunter Minecraft Let's Plays. When the Xbox 360 version of Minecraft came out, they all decided to play the weird, shitty Xbox version of Minecraft, and they had never even considered trying it before, apparently, judging by how they played it. Which is really interesting to see people discover, as adults, Minecraft for the first time through an extremely limited console port. It's really weird. I thought it was quite, as a child, I found it fascinating because there were adults who said swears. But as a adult, I found it fascinating because who the fuck doesn't know what Minecraft is, and who the fuck plays this version of Minecraft? The second thing that I've seen of theirs was I watched some Ruby. I didn't like it. I thought it was kind of bad, but I didn't think it was that bad. I just thought it was kind of bad. But I really liked the character designs. I want to kiss Ruby Rose on the lips. I would like to touch her boobs and also kiss her on the lips and I'd like to do that every night and marry her, and we could have a cool time because she's a great design. That's problematic. Yeah. What do you want me to do about it? Ruby's a kid. She's not a kid. She's very clearly not a kid. Fucking, you can see her design. She's not a kid. Also, I am not the first person to lust after her. I've got to tell you. She's a minor. Is she? Oh. Well, she's an anime character, so she's not real. Who gives a fuck? Google Docky here now. We'll get over it. I'm drinking a big water. I was a Ruby Weiss shipper, but also Rosewick. Don't know who Rosewick. Don't know who Rosewick would mean, but I do think that Ruby and Wise are great because they have the primary. They have opposing primary colors and the same the same secondary color, which makes for really good art. I think that's really good. That's really good. Also, I think that if they were to have lesbian sex, it would be hot to see, and I would like to see that. People should draw that, please. Torchwick. I think that's the Torchwick. I've seen that show. It was the spinoff of Doctor Who. It wasn't very good. I didn't like it very much. I did like Doctor Who, but I didn't like Torchwood. No, it was Torchwood, not Torchwick. Oh, I'm thinking of different things. Anyway, I didn't like Torchwood very much. I didn't like Doctor Who very much after the 10th Doctor left, to be honest with you. I was on some bullshit for a minute with the 11th Doctor. I did fuck with him for a good while. The 11th Doctor brought me to some places I did understand for a hot second. But to be honest with you, at some point, even as like a fucking 14-year-old or a 13-year-old, I was like, nah, this writing's really bad. Like, this writing's really bad. Like, I think I realized, even as a youngin' who didn't really know what writing was, that damn, dude, they fucked up Doctor Who. And I think it's fascinating because there was some sort of difficulty, a sort of grave burden that came with being the Doctor, in all the wonder and inspiration and pride and beauty and kindness that the Doctor got to experience as as his role as a Time Lord. He also felt as though he was very sorrowful in a very profound way. There was something about him that was broken in a way that could never be truly healed, and I think that's interesting because they kind of just didn't do that anymore. They kind of decided that wasn't really going to be the case once the 11th Doctor came through. They were like, actually, I don't really care anymore. And that's fine, but it meant that I wasn't really fucking with it no more. When I watched Doctor Who, I don't know how many years ago, I started with the 9th Doctor. I never hear anyone talk about him ever, but he was cool. The 9th Doctor is my favorite Doctor by like a lot. I think that he is one of the best to ever do it. And I think that the reason that he's the best to ever do it, I'm going to be honest with you, is partly because he kind of hates the cultural institutions of the British. And that includes Doctor Who to a little bit of degree. Like, he really fucking, I think he really doesn't like, he didn't like the people that he was working with. Which, not as, oh, hi, oh, hey, Kara. Oh, hello, Emerald99. Good to see you, YouTube chatter. I don't know what the fuck you're on today. Good to see you. I think the first Doctor I ever saw was David Tennant. I like David Tennant. He's a good actor. Rose Tyler, good companion. Donna Noble. I remember her. She was around. I mean, listen, I understand the appeal of David Tennant. I understand the appeal of to some degree Matt Smith, right? David Tennant, I think, had a lot of really good stories, and I do think that they continued a lot of what I liked about the Ninth Doctor with David Tennant. Although I do think that David Tennant at times was a bit reverent of the cultural institution that is the Doctor, which is for the British fucking TV empire, right? Which is interesting because he is just a guy. Like the doctor should not be reverent of the doctor himself, I believe. This is a very boring conversation if you've never seen Doctor Who. But like if you are a person, right, you're not gonna be like, damn, I need to fucking believe my own hype all the time. Unless you're like a king. But I don't know, like fucking kings are assholes. Fuck royalty. Fuck the queen. Fuck the king. Any royalty can suck my ass. I don't appreciate I don't appreciate monarchs. And the doctor kind of acted like a monarch at some point. I don't know. Maybe does that make sense? That makes sense. They are called Time Lords. Shit, you're right. You make a strong argument. They are called Time Lords. Well, what are you gonna do about it? Maybe I'm the fucker. Maybe I don't know shit. I haven't seen the previous series, to be honest with you. Like, I stopped after Matt Smith. I started at the first episode of the reboot and when, you know, the Ninth Doctor and all that shit. I read some books of the of some previous Doctors, of like the Seventh and Sixth Doctors. I thought they were interesting enough. They were enjoyable. But I didn't end up living with that. The family member who got me into Doctor Who died recently. I wasn't super close with her, to be clear. She wasn't. You don't need to like. Nobody should feel bad about the fact that she did die recently. You know, it happened. C'est la vie. It's fine, Doctor Who. Oh, we weren't very close necessarily. She lived a few states away, and we didn't ever really interact. So it's fine, the fact that she died. I don't know her very well. Of course, I'm sure that, you know. To be honest with her, the weird thing about the situation was that nobody seems to really. I kind of felt really bad for her. Nobody seems to really be that pressed about her dying, which I really hope is not I mean, I don't know. I guess I don't really care, but like nobody really had many thoughts about her dying. Her estate kind of just happened. Everything sort of just fell around it. And my mother was the one who kind of orchestrated all that situation, but she wasn't very close to that family member. Neither were her sisters. Neither were, again, her parents are gone. Like, it's a very sad, state of affairs to leave no one behind, I guess, you know. Like, what are you gonna do about it? But is it? I guess, is it is a sad state of affairs? But I certainly wouldn't give a fuck if I was dead. Why would I want to be remembered? Actually, you know, if I think about it really hard, who gives a fuck if I'm remembered or not? I'm dead. At the end of the day, I really don't give a fuck as long as I'm dead. It's kind of hard to get. It's kind of hard to care at that point. Now, what are you gonna do? All right. Let me open up pop out chat on YouTube and YouTube on. I didn't know I'd be graced with the stream tonight. Oh, I have good news for you. I'm live every night at 4 p.m. PST. Well, at least every weeknight. No longer every night. Nearly every night, but no longer every night. I do kind of miss the days of going live every single day. There was a time where that was delightful. I did really enjoy that. I do occasionally like think back to, man, Caramel used to fucking really go hard with it, you know? I used to be a real one. I used to be a real bun. I used to try my hardest in ways that you could never fucking see coming. But no, you know, at the end of the day, I've prioritized other things. I have at least found a better work-life balance, and I have also YouTube. Can you? You're right. You know, I've also started putting out things on YouTube consistently, which is good. I'm back to streaming on YouTube. I'm actually uploading on YouTube now. Can you fucking believe it? I can't believe it took me a year to start uploading on YouTube consistently. What it fucking takes is getting in the groove of doing things. It takes a fucking village to herd Caramel into a process by which she can actually finish tasks. Speaking of which, I need to finish my fucking Zenless Zone Zero editing. Oh my god. This smug's so good. You what a shame. YouTube, you only wish that you could post Wide Among Us gay sex. You fools, you'll never be able to post Wide Among Us gay sex. Anyway, I Speaking of ZZZ, when is Angels of Delusion? When are Angels of Delusion happening? What do you want me to do about it? I don't know. Tomorrow? White Among Us gay sex. White Among Us gay sex. White Among Us gay sex. Melon, yes. Melon. I do need to play more ZZZ. Speaking of ZZZ, Twitter has been showing me so much swimsuit Belle. It's awesome. God, yes. I love to see Belle in a swimsuit. I love to see Zhao in a swimsuit. I love to see Bernice in a swimsuit. I love to see Yanagi in a swimsuit. There's so many good swimsuit characters in Zenless Zone Zero. I am a pervert, and that's okay. Let's play our little. That game. You know that game? What game's that? What game is that? What game's that one? That one. You know this game. You know this game. To me, this is just regular BunVT. That's not true. I would never. You don't know anything about me. You've never been to my house. You don't know where I live. I yawned, but I'm not sleepy. All right, it's time, baby. God, I missed this game. Did I? Yeah, I did. I'll be honest, I kind of did. I'm curious to see what's gonna happen. We will get Dusk Door. The food. Well, that's right. Last time we left off on a cliffhanger. We'd just gotten back home to the past, future, current, present. And they call it a present because it's a gift. Hello, Grovile. Let's go. Wow. Sharking is still on screen. Oops. Listen to that nice use of the stereo field. You know what I like about old Beatles songs is that they have shit panned way fucking left and right. Fucking it's something you don't see a lot these days, and I kind of wish that they did it more. Have to go see. Catch you later. I'll miss you, Rose. But at the end of the day, you've already caught me. I'm here forever. I'll never be going anywhere. There should be a time gear deeper in the forest. We're leaving as soon as you're ready. Yeah, I'm ready. Let's go. Are you ready, Kara? Okay, we're good to go. Let's set off. I missed Loaf. What a good little dude. Hard panning is cool, but low-key annoying when I'm listening to with one earbud, which is usually what I'm doing while I'm at work and shit. Been there, too. Also been in situations where I only have one earphone working. That shit is also annoying. I've been through a lot of my life with only one earbud working or only one headphone working. Surprisingly, besides being a person who's fucking deeply engaged with audio, I guess I'm a fucking power user because I fucking break my headphones so often. I mean, to some degree, I obviously am a power user, right? I'm a person who's using my headphones basically 24/7. In fact, I'm more often than not sleeping in headphones if I am asleep at all. So like, it makes sense. Go listening into quadraphonic. But yo, we got some quadraphonic vinyl enjoyers out there. I got a Tecmone viewer. Got a fucking the furries do not beat the allegations. They are watching Tecmone. Well, no. I want somebody to draw me a fursona. I don't want somebody to like. I don't want to commission one. I want somebody to assign me one. I do watch Tecmone. It's true. I knew it. I want somebody to assign me one, decide what one is for me. Receiving this stream as raw electrical signals. You're getting this shit through the fucking wall. You're fucking sucking it through the RJ45 like it's a little Soylent packet. Slurping it up, baby. That's just good for you. You're gonna love it. I'm telling you. I hope that if I was given a persona, it would be really cute and good. But I'm sure that my fucking fans would make it some ugly shit, because you people hate me so much. So you know that's kind of where I'm at. What? The fuck? I am subscribed to this stream on RSS. Why did he ring a bell, summon a second Houndoom, and then die? Insane. Just a crazy fucking sequence of events. Anyway. I kind of, you know, maybe I should start like a fucking old school blog. Maybe that'd be good. What would I even talk about, dude? I have a lot of random thoughts throughout the day. Like, I've been thinking about Hank Green and his propensity to use AI a lot recently, because, you know, that information came out, and that was a big deal for a lot of people, and to some degree, it was not a terrible surprise to me, because, I've said for a while that I don't think that Hank Green has a truly good grasp on what AI actually is, or what it is capable of, or, what, like, an LLM or recurrent neural network is, or machine learning. I think that a lot of these things are very foreign ideas to him that are assumed to be very, he has sort of assumed a position on and not really further researched too much. I will say I do think that that people who are talking about the environmental aspect of AI are often misunderstanding it. That isn't to say that water isn't something that should be conserved in a lot of cases. Obviously, the water that's being used in data centers is ending up in water treatment plants and is then recycled into downstream of the water table, which is in some places indeed deplenishing. What's the word for it? Taking water out of the aquifer. And that is a problem in some areas, but it's also not a problem in other areas. The water use with AI is more complex, and so is electricity use with AI. Obviously, it might make your bill larger. That's objective. You listen. If you have a data center built near you, you're gonna have a higher bill. That is shitty and that is bad. I'm sorry for you. I think to be honest, I think the biggest deal. My CPU is a neural net processor, a learning machine. I think that. I mean, like, listen, you joke, but I think that, like, people don't, most people don't understand even kind of vaguely what the AI actually is, or, like, the process. Like, you and I, Glitterpaws, we talked a lot about recurrent neural networks, and machine learning, about fucking a decade ago. We have been friends for quite some time, and in that time, it has come up way before the AI craze, like these concepts, right? We have discussed them at length, and the you know your moms and dads of the world just don't have it in them to understand. I unfortunately worked on deep recurrent language models with Word2Vec. You know, you're certainly more knowledgeable than anyone else in this chat. I gotta give you that, and commendably so, because you had a real job, unlike most of us. But anyway, despite that, right? Even the knowledge that you imparted on to me, and that I then, you know, intook, and well, I want more real money. God, Sam. That I then internalized and fucking took into my life. That little knowledge, I think, really isn't something that even gets into the head of the average person at all. And so I think, when people imagine what AI is capable of, it is just that. It is only their imagination that they are really working with there. Because a large language model simply is incapable of of curing cancer. A large language model is not going to Brock, generate me a funny joke. I need to impress Carriage. Generate me a funny joke that will impress my favorite VTuber. A large language model is never going to cure cancer. A large language model is never going to really do any kind of meaningful work except for like maybe replying to your replying to your boss's emails, or like summarizing a paragraph for you, right? Software folks seem to understand it. Plenty of debate among about why they aren't just parrots. I'm glad that software folks seem to understand it, because I'm glad that you think so. Because a lot of software folk that I've seen on the internet seem to also not understand it. But I also only see software folk talk who are getting clowned on. I'm not seeing a lot of software folk talk about it who aren't getting clowned on because they aren't really relevant to my Twitter feed. So it makes sense. A missing text generation was state of the art, was Markov chains spewing funny nonsense. Also kind of same. Like I miss early Dolly. I think that early Dolly images were kind of interesting. I think that, you know, they were, listen, you can fucking talk shit about AI art and AI image generation. I think that's completely reasonable to do so, and you should. I think while it was still in the early stages, it was at least novel. What was I thinking about? I was thinking about... Anyway, I think the real tragedy of AI is that I think it... Even if all of the problem, you know, even granting that I really don't necessarily agree with a lot of the environmental and water usage concerns of others, I do still fully believe that it makes you genuinely stupider to rely on. I think that you are a worse person as a person with as a user of a brain by relying on ChatGPT and by using it for your for almost anything, really. Getting dizzy from hunger. Early image generation was really interesting, and using it to replicate human art was the most boring possible outcome. Yeah, I'll agree with that. But I would have liked, I would have liked to see. I ate the apple. I would have liked to see a world in which I'm gonna eat my gummies. I'm gonna eat my gummies. I'd like to. I don't know necessarily what other commercial application it would have found. I guess image generation really isn't something that I still really don't think has a solid commercial application. To be honest with you, I fail to see how the compute process of AI image generation is going to be made profitable, because it is simply too expensive to do so right now. They are empirically losing money on not just generating new models, but also generating every image of that you create with AI is costing ChatGPT or Grok or Cloud or fucking Anthropic. All of them are losing money on each generation. They are simply not profitable, even if you were to ignore the cost of training, right? It is not something that is currently doable. And so I do wonder where necessarily they kind of hope to take AI image generation as a form, right? The appeal is that it might be cheaper than paying artists, but that can't really last forever in its current state. So I think they're hoping for significant gains in power efficiency, but I don't know that those gains are really there. I think that we're running into, listen, people have been talking for a long time about Moore's Law, but we're really reaching the limit of the nanometer here. You know, that novel mathematic proof generated by was a result of getting argued with by a mathematician. They don't make us smarter or do anything. But they do work in a sense. Yeah. I mean, fair enough. I'm not necessarily following what you mean, but I think I get what you're getting at, even if I don't necessarily follow what you're referring to here. I think it's all just a cool experiment that got used to generating trash. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely used to generating trash, isn't it? Pure seed. Holy shit, dude, I'm fucking pure as hell out here. 2 nanometer is already like 10 atoms wide. How much smaller can they go? I do wonder. Listen, I don't know. I truly don't know. I am not one to say definitely you know, what is and isn't possible. I simply couldn't tell you. What I would say is that my guess, totally uninformed, you shouldn't fucking trust it, is I would bet that there is not much more you can do to really refine that nanometer down more. That's enough to fit 5 CaraBuns between the gaps still. Yeah, but I'm not a transistor. You can't make a transistor out of me. I'm not very good for that. I'm too ADHD for that. I'll fail to focus. And as a result, I would go off and do some other bullshit instead of, oh god, it's a monster house. Oh dear. Oh blimey. Oh my stars. Alright, let's make them all confused. Oh my sweet baby. We should just have to figure out how to shrink vacuum tubes who needs transistors. Vacuum tubes do have insane aura. I kind of wish that I could. Too many bees. Whatever. Go my bees. I do not like bees. I don't like them. I saw an image today of a horse eating a whole beehive. I thought it was fucking crazy. Not to be rude, but that shit's insane. What the fuck was going on with that? You also saw an image of a horse eating a whole beehive? What does that mean? You saw this as well? This is more than just me? I'm glad. I'm glad that Twitter is showing beehive horse to so many people. It seems meaningful that the beehive horse is around here in this bitch of a world. Alright. Y'all don't get that much more. Hey, Love, can you fucking focus up, dude? Love, can you get your fucking shit together? Can you fucking rock it and sock it instead of getting your fucking ass handed to you, man? I really need you to focus the fuck up. Has anyone else seen that video of a guy grabbing a wasp nest outside his house with his bare hands and crushing it up in his mouth and spitting it out? No. Next, they're gonna add bees to umusume. Hashire, umusume. Bees. Ah, man, there's a bee pun somewhere, but I'm not finding it. I have not seen that video. I don't think that I would like to see that video. I think that video would stress me out. I did that once to a hedgehog burrow. You ate our hedgehog? That's so sad. Why did I say that like I was? Why did I say that like I was pretending to be sad? To be sad about it. That's so sad. You hate Sonic? I don't hate Sonic. I just think his games are not great. My opinion on Sonic the Hedgehog is that Sonic Adventure 1 is an appropriately rated game. People who fucking glaze Sonic Adventure 1 actually have kind of a point. People who are glazing every other Sonic game are fucking deluded. Sonic evicted by angry landlord. That'd be really funny. Love did faint. Well, that's certainly interesting. No, wait, hey, listen. Don't say we didn't make it, Loaf. I want you to not say we didn't make it. Because at the end of the day, you were the one who did die there. Seems interesting to me that you say we, listen, this is sort of socializing the losses. You're sort of you're being bailed out by the like the big fucking banks. You know what we should have done to the big banks is fucking hung them. So, you know, I don't know. Ooh, I shouldn't say that on the stream. But we did, but, you know, it's too late for that now, and I would never advocate for any sort of political violence, especially in the post-relevant term. You should say it. I actually shouldn't say it. Sonic & Knuckles was good. No, I have had so many Sonic games as a kid. I would have grown up to be a Sonic fan had it not been for the fact that Sonic games suck. That's what I'm saying. Even as a kid, I was vaguely aware of the fact that Sonic games sucked, and I was accepting of any game, to be honest with you. Any game was interesting to me simply because it was a video game. The fact that it was a video game was interesting enough on its own to make me want to play it. And yet, I didn't like any of the Sonic games as a kid. I was like, these all are ass. Except for Sonic Generations. I did like Sonic Generations a lot. I got really into Sonic Generations. Can I advocate for can I advocate for every banker and bank executive to be put in prison? Is that TOS? I know it's TOS if I say that they should all be shot. I think that's definitely TOS. But like, if I were to say, I think that every single employee of Citibank, Chase, ExxonMobil, Chevron, fucking Bank of America, like if you like, take them all. Really, doesn't really matter which particular. They should all go to jail forever and be held to account for their fucking crimes against humanity. Regardless of whether or not those crimes are illegal, they are moral, certainly, and the weight of them is so great that they will never be able to live them down over 1,000 lifetimes. And I do think that every single one of them should probably live the rest of their life in permanent shame and have things thrown at them for, you know, the rest of their lives. I do think that, but am I allowed to advocate that on stream, or will I get in trouble? Truly, I have no sympathy for I have no sympathy for our corporate overloads, to be honest with you. Jeff Bezos, who runs this website, who pays my bills, I do think he might be one of the worst people to ever be born. Honestly, it's really fascinating. It's really fascinating how he is. But the thing is, the sad thing is that if we were to replace Jeff Bezos, if we were to get rid of Jeff Bezos, the real tragedy of the CEO class, is that taking any of them down individually, having them be accounted for, would not actually solve any of our problems. There's no systemic solution that comes with holding any of them to account, and we must do more. We must change the system fundamentally. But I'm not gonna do it because I'm a little bunny. I'm a little banooey, and this is a monster house again. Later. Okay, Loaf, I need you to live. Loaf, I need you to live. Really hoping that Loaf lives here. This is gonna be rough. Wait, can I use a warp seed on Loaf? Nope. Cool. So much violence. Yes, it was. Glitterpaws, you were not wrong. It might unironically be better to fucking load a save. Like, to restart the game, I think it actually would just be better for us. Because then at least we'd have our items back still, you know? In fact, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna load the game. Restart. Reboot. Can I reboot? Eject cart. Eject cart, dude. The game card was removed. Rig the system. Truly it is. Truly it is a rigged system. Listen, I just don't want to fucking take every L like that, you know? It was pretty heavy. It was pretty heavy. It brought me to my knees, it did. That was all my items. It was all my items. And for what? And for what? So Love could die twice? Did we even level up? Did we even level up? See, this is easy. What is wrong with me? How do I not get on the tile the first try? What is wrong with CaraBun? Good lord. Alright, don't fuck with that guy. Why'd you fuck with that guy? You could have simply not fucked with them. I mean, fine. Alright. But yeah, the futility of it all honestly makes me a lot less invested in politics to some degree. I'm much more interested in systemic analysis these days, because that shit at least is novel in some ways. Seeing any politics done makes me sad because it's not actually happening. For those with ads, Kara was winning too hard and the game reset itself. That's exactly right. The reason that, you know, I've been quite disillusioned politically, and I don't know what to do about it other than accept the fact that I'm not gonna make any change, and I guess like fucking nobody else is either. We live on the whims of a 4-year cycle of fucking hopefully Americans get their shit together, or they won't. I hate this guy. Can you fucking stop growing? Can you fucking stop growing? I have no interest in your growth. Wait, did we set the game, or did my mods fucking hate me? Or do my mods fucking hate me? My mods fucking hate me. Yeah, that's what I fucking thought. Nah. I just think it's bullshit. I think it's bullshit that I have to remember things as the streamer instead of people remembering them for me. Do you know if fucking Ludwig didn't remember to switch the game? How many fucking monster houses can there be? Get off my whole dick. Get off my whole dick. This is absurd. I'm tired of the monster houses. I don't want no more of them. I'm fucking done. We have to have a conversation. We have to have a conversation about the number of monster houses in the fucking dungeon, all right? This is absurd. It's ridiculous. Okay. But they are filing in exactly 1 by 1, and so it's kind of working out fine. My memory is so poor. Maybe a handful of Benjamins a month might improve it a little. So true. I mean, listen, fucking... one day you'll be getting them Benjamins, okay? One day when I get on a Mr. Beast video and I fucking win the challenge of living on the island for 7 days, or whatever the fuck. One day when I put the car in the hole in the right way and fucking Jimmy Beast is like, hell yeah, good job. I fucking swear to God, I will give you more than you are worth in money, Halos, but to be my fucking permanent mod forever. But in exchange, you'll also have to start making stream assets for me. I'll make you do other shit too. I'll be your permanent mod forever. I know you would. But the problem is that you're eager. I can't have a person who's eager doing it. The part of the appeal of Halospit is that it'll tell me like it is. I don't really do that much here. I think you would need to be making more than you know what to do with for it to be worth it to pay me anything. I would like to, nonetheless. I would listen. Fucking first of all, if I were to pay you, I'd make you do shit. But I would love to fucking. I would love to have fucking a person who I could hire to help me manage shit. I understand why streamers have managers. I also understand why people have editors. Like, holy shit. Do you know how much I could get done if I had a fucking editor? If I had any help editing? Like, any help at all, literally. It would be so absurd. I could get so much fucking done. I would be a tour de force. I would be putting shit out every fucking day if I had literally any fucking help. I'd offer managerial or editorial help if I knew how to do either of those things. That's fair. Exactly. I don't think that you do need to. You're doing fine as you are. I'm very proud of you. Mostly what I want is an editor. I miss having it. I miss the brief period in which I did have an editor. That was a very nice period of time. Then they decided they didn't want to be on the internet anymore, and that's fair enough. Getting filthy, disgustingly rich, and I can then send me to business school. I wouldn't do that to you. That's evil. I would never make you go to business school. I value you too much. You're starting to sound like Captain Clark. I'm a damn architect. What does that mean? What does it mean I'm starting to sound like Captain Clark? I'm a pirate? I'm an Ottoman what do they call it? Sir I'm the head of the Ottoman Empire? Oh, I get it. Ottoman Empire. Oh. Yar, these deals are so good, it's mutiny. What was the deal with his arc being fucking so His third arc fucking got so rushed, dude. That movie needed an extra 30 minutes so bad. So fucking bad. I truly wish that we could have seen more of Clark's time getting fucking wilded up in the back rooms. Because as it stands, I do not feel that we got adequately wilded in those, that he got adequately wild in those back rooms. He went in one day, fucking lost him friends. I shouldn't be talking spoilers. Me watching Kara talking nonsense for 3 hours and advances in maybe 2 text boxes. I like it here. For the first time in a long time, I like I'm where I belong. I don't talk nonsense. I deliver deep fucking sermons on some bullshit you never even thought about before. I'm Revelations persona, fucking dropping bombs of knowledge on fucking unsuspecting Yemeni villagers in your mind. I get that, and I agree to a point, but I also respect the decision to make him to use him as a vehicle for the story of the backrooms itself. What do you mean by that? Because I don't really. I mean, I don't like. It's he just went from a normal dude to fucking Insano style in like one cut. It was just a lot. It was simply a lot. It was. I think that dropping bombs of knowledge on unsuspecting Yemeni villages in your mind might be one of the worst things I've said in a minute. Might cut that out of the VOD. Might make it so that people will never have to hear that. Might fuck around and make it so that my actions don't have consequences. Probably won't though. I'll probably forget. I'll probably not give a fuck after a few hours. I do have to cough again. It's in my bones. Like we've explored him and saw his story and once his purpose within showcasing the rooms and the dangers and contortions within, he was disposed of. He wasn't the main character, the backrooms was. Okay, but he was the main character, let's be honest. The backrooms were not. I mean, the backrooms were an important setting. I think I think that they are. You know, they're a very interesting setting. I think that Kane Parsons did a lot with them, but I think that it is silly. It is a silly thing in my mind to say that that fucking Mr. What the fuck was his name? Oh my god, his name was John Cena. His name was. I think Kane is more interested in the story of the rooms than the story of the people in them. I don't agree. Just saw a baby crocodile getting petted, and it waited. It was making the most heart-melting noise possible. But anyway, that sounds delightful. I do like a crocodile. But anyway, I don't agree with your. I mean, I have not seen his original series, but you don't have to agree. You were wrong because you haven't seen the original series, but I've seen the movie. I've seen the film, and I can give you a critique of the film and what I think fucking, you know, I don't have to be familiar with an entire fucking artist's body of work in order to say what I think the point of this individual work was. And to be honest, I think that I think that this work would have been stronger if it focused more on Clark's individual story. You're free to disagree as well, but it doesn't make me right or wrong. The bun rooms was, bro, that is wrong. What is wrong with my autocorrect? I turned autocorrect off. I don't believe in autocorrect. I simply make my mistakes and I live with them. Plus, it makes it more fun when I'm drunk. I get to wonder what the fuck I was saying the next day. I think having seen the OG series provides a different context for the film than the film presents alone. Ow. I took 5 damage for that. Fuck off. I think that is a reasonable thing to think, but I don't necessarily think that invalidates the reading of the film on its own right. I think that it is possible to read. And given that the Backrooms was meant to stand as a standalone film, I don't think that you need to have watched the series to fucking enjoy it, or get the point, you know. I also. Gasp money. I do, at the end of the day, wish that we got more of that movie, though. I would like to. I do think I'd be interested in seeing I think I talked a little bit about this in DMs with you, Harpy. I'd be interested in seeing a series of short stories within the Backrooms. No, you don't, but I'm not talking about the film itself. I'm talking about Kane's universe as a whole and where the film stands within it. I'm talking about the film. I'm talking about the film, and I think the film would have been better if it was Clark's story. And I do think that the film itself, regardless of what fucking the internet series might have been, I think the film itself was very clearly interested in Clark's story and and highly prioritized fucking what was going on in his life, in the life of the psychiatrist whose name I forget. Oh my god, what was her name? I simply don't agree that the Backrooms itself was a main character in a meaningful sense. I do think the Backrooms was. I hate this game. I do think the Backrooms was important. I hate this game. Riolu, go deal with it. Grovile, go deal with it. Alright. I will now use a... Do I have one? I will now no longer use the move Tackle, as I cannot. Use Lucky Chant? What are you, fucking 12? Get over yourself. Lucky Chant. Jesus Christ, what are you fucking talking about? You fucking disgust me. This game fucking disgusts me. This game fucking disgusts me. This game fucking disgusts me. I'm made of sterner stuff than this game. I will fucking eat the cartridge. I will fucking crunch it between my teeth. I will put it in the fucking ground after I chew it and spit it out. This game disgusts me. I am put off by the existence of this shit. I have nothing to say other than I am fucking over it. I am absolutely over it. I have nothing to fucking say anymore. Hi, Claudia. I don't give a fuck about the psychiatrist. Waste of screen time. IMO. I disagree. I disagree. But I do think that she was underdeveloped. I'll say that. I think that she had 2 really important scenes early on, and then she became sort of the lead character after Clark, and I do think that Clark was a more interesting main character. Oh fuck, I forgot. Luke got sick of you always dragging him down. Mods. Bro, she was hella interesting and her acting sucked. Her acting was good! I do think that some of her dialogue was awkwardly written, though. I will say this for the truth of the matter. I do think that some of her dialogue was written strangely. But I think that is because Kane Parsons is 20 years old, and I think that it is very difficult to make a film that when you were 20 years old. Imagine what you were doing at 20 years old. Imagine the poems, the songs that you wrote at 20 years old when you were fucking sitting down in college class, bored out of your fucking gourd, writing down some shit in your notebook because you wanted something to fucking take your mind off of the lecture, and then you read it back the next day and you want to blow your whole fucking gourd out because you can't believe that you thought that was some banger shit in the moment. Because sometimes fucking 20-year-olds don't know to take that and fucking spin it around a few times, making it into a second, a third, a final draft. Jesus Christ! The 2 big downsides of the movie were... Oh, it's the same. Yes, the same thing with music, exactly. The 2 big downsides of the movie were... Where the fuck is it? Oh my god, that message is gone. The psychiatrist and that last 1/3 of the movie. I agree, the last 1/3 of the movie felt rushed. That's what I'm saying, baby. That's what I mean when I say I think Kane was more interested in exploring the story of the rooms and the characters. The characters weren't fully fleshed out because they served as vehicles. Maybe that's his scope, but that's how I saw it within the context of the series as a whole. Listen, that might honestly be correct. I can believe you. Even if I grant that to you and say that is true, I also think that still makes the movie worse. I think that the movie is not as good because of that. I do think they would have been better served by just making the fucking film, or making a normal film with characters that give a fuck. How did I lose all of my items? Every single one. Every single item. Every single item. All of them gone. How the fuck? Where did they go? What did they do to me? Every single one? All of them, huh? Really? Every item. Not a single one remained. Usually you get to keep one or two, more than 1 or 2 pages even. Usually you get to keep a whole fucking handful. Now, all of them gone? Every single one? Not a single fucking thing remains? They've fucking brokey. Damn, I'm gonna put you in your fucking place one day, Dino Jellybean. I'm gonna put you in the fucking ground. You're gonna find out some crazy shit's gonna happen to you one day, baby bitch. Yeah, I'll fucking show you. You little worm! I love Roar. What? I'm calling you a little worm! I love Roar. Roar is my favorite move in the game. I think it's really funny whenever Loaf screams at a bitch and then it fucking flies across the room. It's a good bit. I do think that Loaf has one good bit. He's really funny in exactly one way. Thank you for the pats, by the way. Oh, Nix. I'm incredulous. I'm just incredulous. Kara is cringing. Kara is no longer cringing. Yeah, I am cringing. Because my fucking chatters are here, and they're the worst. I hate my chatters. I hate my audience. I hate the people who watch me. Every single person who watches CaraBunVT is stupid. I hate every viewer and moderator. Give me this fucking... You're not gonna take that away from me, you cherub little bitch. Yeah, that's what I fucking thought, asshole. Oh man. I do wonder if I enjoyed the Backrooms more than My Cousin Vinny. And I only asked that question because those are the 2 movies I've seen recently. I think I did. But like, you know, a few days removed from My Cousin Vinny, now I'm wondering again. There was some damn good fucking, thank you considering me worthy of your scorn. Have you played Scorn? That shit's crazy. There were some good ass scenes in My Cousin Vinny. Actually, honestly, Scorn is not that crazy. It's actually quite conventional in a lot of ways. And I think that's what disappointed me about it. Is that I wanted Scorn to be something completely different than what it was. I don't even know what I wanted it to be. I just know I didn't want it to be the thing that it ended up being. Scorn looked deeply experimental and strange and uncomfortable, and I liked that idea about it. But then I played it and it felt like a video game. You know? Does this make any sense? I would have seen that movie, but my cousin is not named Vinny, so it's too unrealistic for me. Oh, Dino, never change. Or do. I can't control you. Maybe one day you will have a cousin named Vinny, I believe. Anyway, the game Scorn. Oh, I fucking hate video games. The game Scorn is worth playing, but don't need to change. I'm just wired this way. I'm just wired without having a cousin named Vinny. Alright, I'm not gonna fucking touch that guy. Don't fuck with him. Don't fuck with him! Loaf, you little fucker. Oh my god. Stretch. Big stretch. You could always tell my mom was actually angry at something because she would call it a fucker. If she called you a bitch, that was not something to be worried about. If she called you fucking shut up, you fucking idiot, that was not a thing that you needed to not need to be concerned. If she called you a fucker, you had incited her wrath. She was fucking fuming at that point. She normally only got that way when she was driving. Holy shit. My mom was such an angry driver. It was insane. She probably is to this day. I just don't think she does the driving a lot. I think that's why she makes my dad drive most of the time. Because, oh my god. The way that she will scream at someone. I'm gonna smash my controller on the fucking ground. I'm gonna bring about a fucking apocalypse within this game. No, I don't want to send out for rescue. I hate this. The enemy's confusion. I'm not confused by shit. I'm fucking strong. I'm fucking strong. Yeah. the Pokemon weren't so savage before. There may be something taking place here. Somewhere in its depths. I'm ready, but listen, I'm working on it. I'm getting my fucking gourd back together. I'm fucking working on it. Believe, no. We're gonna harder. We're gonna be here all fucking day, and you're gonna love it. You're gonna be so glad that you stuck around for me, because I'm gonna pull on some new shit. All right. I'm innovating in ways that you can't expect, aren't ready for, aren't fucking prepared. You believe in me in ways that in ways that I don't believe in myself. I meant to go into the staircase, but I did not. The staircase did not. I don't really want to watch Bob Odenkirk's remake of The Room. And that makes me sad. Because I like Bob Odenkirk. I like The Room. But I think the idea of remaking The Room is foolhardy. There is simply no way that you can make a remake of The Room enjoyable unless you get people who have never seen it and are not actors try to remake it. You can't make The Room good. That defeats the whole point. They don't make The Room good. They riff on it. But the funny part of The Room is that it already is The Room. Like, doing it in a way that is non-earnest, that is not, like, you're putting your fucking heart and soul into it, I think is destructive to what makes The Room an enjoyable experience in the first place. It takes the art out of The Room. Just like it takes the food out of my belly when I don't get money for groceries. Click on that donate button down below to help CaraBunVT order food. Or not order it. Bob Odenkirk? The creator of Seinfeld, Star Wars? He will make it good. He was in Better Call Saul. You may know him from the role of Saul in Better Call Saul. I didn't like Better Call Saul that much, to be honest with you. It had some scenes that were fucking great, but it had a lot of it that was not. A lot of that show is not very interesting. It's very fucking slow. What do you have for me? I meant to watch it, but I never got around to it. Can I be honest with you? If I tell you the fucking truth, will you listen to me for once? If I'm fucking real with you, will you let me, well, maybe. Okay. I don't think you need to watch it. I think it's skippable. I think that it's overhyped. I don't think it's the greatest show ever made. I don't think it's that good. I think it's pretty good TV. But it's not worth it. Honestly, Better Call Saul. Honestly, I think Breaking Bad is also kind of overhyped at points. Don't get me wrong. Good show. Breaking Paul. Calling Saul. But, like, I do think Seinfeld is better than both, to be honest with you. Breaking Bad was fun. Interesting way to put it. But honestly, I do think I would agree. I think it was fun. I do think Seinfeld and Curb Your Enthusiasm are better shows. I did like Curb Your Enthusiasm a lot, though. I'm a big Curb enjoyer. Neither are alike at all to Better Call Saul. Better Call Saul is a dramatic comedy, is a drama with, at times, comedic elements. You know. Yeah, I appreciate a lot of things more than Breaking Bad, but it had an addictive drama. Closest thing to a soap that I've enjoyed. That's a fair analysis of it, actually. I was 16 or 17 when Breaking Bad, when I saw Breaking Bad, though, which I think improved the experience for me. I was the same. And I do think that Breaking Bad will never be as cool and badass as when I was 17. You don't enjoy using soap? Wide care neutral. What are you fucking talking about? I literally showered right before stream. Like, that was, I don't know what you're fucking talking about, because right before stream I showered. I actually am running out of body soap though, and I do wish that I had more, so that I could, clean my body better. But without body soap, I will be unable to do so, and that's gonna annoy me if that comes to pass. But perhaps it will not, and I'll be simply chilling, like a villain, as they say. Pure seed, baby. What fucking game have I been playing recently? I've been playing Rogue Trader for the past couple nights. That game's really weird. At times, Rogue Trader exhibits excellent writing and great atmosphere. Truly fantastic work on behalf of the writers. And every single environment is fantastic. The environment artists did an amazing job and should be commended. Some of the scenes in that game, some of the writing in that game is so shockingly bad that I'm astounded that it got put into the game. Because it seems like they clearly had standards. They definitely had an idea of how to write good, and I can tell you that that's definitely the case. Because there's some really incredible lines. Really just shockingly well done characters, shockingly well done storylines, and just turns of phrase that are dripping with fucking imagery. It's really fantastic. But then every now and again you'll get a line that sucks so fucking bad that it makes you remember that you're playing a Warhammer 40,000 game, and you get embarrassed to be such a fucking nerd that you would play such a thing, and you stop wanting to be there. It's really fascinating. I found a Story of Seasons game for like $15 at Target. I'm just so excited. I've never played a video game before. That is a good video game to start with, to be honest with you. I do think that Story of Seasons, that's a good place to start. I have a hot take about Story of Seasons. God, I'm fucking sleepy eepy. Holy shit. I've pulled what Z-Guy calls an all-dayer, which is where instead of sleeping during the day, I've stayed up all day. Such that I may sleep at night. Because people keep telling me that my sleep schedule is bad, and even though I've been comfortable with it, they tell me that it's not going to work for me, and so I've done it. I've stayed up all day successfully. But goddamn, is CaraBunVT fucking tired because of it. Anyway, my hot take about Story of Seasons is, much like Pokemon, they should have just kept with the pixel art. It's actually like way fucking, like, the game is way worse for not embracing pixel art. Pixel art fucking owns, actually, and it's really fucking a shame that people will refuse to buy anything that looks fucking like GBA graphics, I guess, you know? There's beauty there. Please don't kill me. Thanks for not killing me. Pixel art is dope. I agree, but many people do not agree. I think there's a large contingent of players who are between the ages of, 14 and 28 who are just obstinately refusing to engage with anything that has pixel art because it's, it's for kids. Instead of GTA 6, which is for adults. It will definitely only be bought by adults. And listen, I have nothing against GTA 6. If you want to play GTA 6, fucking go for it. Go play your ball and gun games. I think that it's chill. But also, like, come on. Odd way of saying it. I mean, like, I've met, like, my dad refuses to play games that aren't on like on the PS5, basically. If I told him that, you know, I played a game that's really interesting, it's fucking it's got a really good story in there. There's some really fascinating gameplay elements. He simply would not accept that as a possibility if it wasn't on like a modern console, or if it had like, you know, if it didn't have you know, 3D high resolution fucking high fidelity graphics. Some kind of person who says Minecraft has terrible graphics. I think that unironically my dad would say that, yeah. Although I used to argue with my dad a lot about graphics because he also was of the understanding that the way computers work was that your resolution determined what your frame rate is. And so it was impossible for things at 480p or standard definition to actually be in 60 FPS, and that we didn't actually have 60 frames per second until they invented HD 1080p. He did not believe that that was a thing until then. And I remember that argument a lot whenever my dad tries to, like, you know, tell me about AI, basically. Because he's all in on AI, you might expect. I don't think that he's, like, investing in AI or some shit. What I think that he is doing, though, I think that he's talking to ChatGPT a lot and getting a little bit brain broken because of it. Interesting? Listen, he's an adult man. He's allowed to think whatever he wants. I should simply accept it and move on because, you know, he's an adult man. What the fuck am I gonna do if he wants to believe that? Oh my god, I'm exhausted. What does it mean for 60 Hz to not exist? Oh well. He thinks that it's impossible for somebody to design as a screen that is 60 Hz and also below 1080p. He does not think it can be done. He thinks that 60 Hz is possible if you are in 1080p, and only in 1080p or above. Any signal that is below that is not doable. Yes. And, you know, in a way, I can see where he would kind of get that correlation. Which is, you know, interesting in and of itself. Give me a pure seed. That was a good choice. I'm glad I pure seeded that. You know what? Hit me up with another pure seed. How many of these do I have? 3 of them? Let's fucking do it, dude. Let me out of here. There surely can't be that many. Please kill that. Please kill that. Good job, Loaf. I love when you roar. It's very funny. The correlation is usually the opposite, though. More pixels equals slower, but the bottleneck isn't the screen. Yeah. But, like, I don't know. What do you want me to say? Am I, like my dad's stupid? In this way, yeah, he kind of is. But he can guard like a motherfucker. But he's really good at camping. Yeah, I agree. Dad's a strange man. I'd like to heal. It'd bring me great joy to heal, it would. That's the kind of joy that I seek in life, is healing. Not liking this. You really didn't get blown away very far, did you, bitch? Okay, this isn't gonna work. This isn't gonna work. This isn't gonna work. I'm gonna eat... Wait, I have a reviver seed. My tackle's gone. Okay, we're gonna bite. Oh, I need to fucking lock in. Please cringe. Never mind. Okay, I've been revived. Didn't matter. I'm glad I was revived. Whatever. Fucking I'll take it. If that's what it takes, that's what it takes. At least we're done, though. At least we're done. Oh, she's scared now. Bye. Bye, Pop. Hey, do you know where the fucking exit is? It'd be cool to get the exit. Oh my god. Finally. No door. Alright, one more try, baby. You seed me. This is floor fucking 20. Yes. Oh my god. Surely this is the end. Deep tree shot forest. Yes, it is. Oh my god, we're done. We don't need to worry about it anymore. I can't fucking believe it. Well, what is this? Oh, it's beautiful, though. Look at the pixel art in this game and tell me that pixel art isn't fucking worth it, dude. I want to make a pixel art game on purpose. Because I love pixel art so much. It was beautiful. God, it makes me fucking so pleased to look at it. Time. Is it a standstill here? But didn't they? Just before you were dropped off to the future with you, Grovile. I didn't trust you with the rest. Yep. We know. We got the time gears back. We'll make sure they are returned to their rightful places. The task is yours. Didn't Yuzi and his friends make a promise that they would return the time gears to their rightful places? But time remains stopped here. That could mean the time gears may not have gotten returned to their rightful place. We'll see about that. The forest time gear was over here. No shit, that's what it means, Loaf. We can see that. Well, I mean, listen. Apparently, it does mean that. Apparently, that was reasonable speculation because the speculation was wrong. But what's this? It's a time gear. There's no mistaking it. But time here seems to have stopped. No wind is blowing. See, those leaves, they're fixed in place. Time has stopped here. But the time gear has been returned to its rightful place. What is that? Why is this happening? Hey, what are you doing? Time has already stopped here. It don't want to make any difference if I take the time gear now. There's also something that's more worrying. More worrying? Forget it. Let's leave. Oh no! Grovile, why did you do the thing that we set out here to do? Be nice, Loaf. Also, Loaf, there's something I'd like you to do. What is it? Before you go back to Sharpedo Bluff, I'd like you to gather some information in Treasure Town. In Treasure Town? Yes. Here's what I want you to find out. Learn everything you can about what's happening in the world right now. Okay, I'll go find out. Sharknado. Sharpedo. What the fuck is its name? You're breaking my brain, dude. Sharpedo? No, it can't be Sharpedo. It can't be Sharpedo. It can't be Sharpedo. It can't be that. What the fuck? No, it can't be named that. It is, though, but it can't be. Everyone thinks that you've gone to the future, therefore. Yes, I understand. Yes, I understand. If they find out I'm back, there would be an uproar. I'll keep low and get some news. It's just Shark Torpedo. What more do you want? It's just Sharpedo is a bad name. I'm sorry, it's a bad name. Wow. Big water. I'm back. I've got some news like you wanted. What's the word? Oh, let's not talk about bad names. One of us is named Caramel, okay? What's wrong with being named Caramel? It's a delightful name. Everyone likes my name. A lot of Pokemon English names are kind of bad. What's your point? I don't know. Sharpedo especially just fucking hit me right now as the fucking in a weird spot, okay? It seems wrong. The word is not very good. After he went to the future, Yuxi and his friends returned the time gears to their rightful places. Everyone is happy because they thought time had returned to normal. But time remained stopped at those places. Even worse, it's spreading. Time is stopping in more places. Is that true? Yeah. Everyone's upset and concerned because no one can figure out what the problem is. Grovile, do you know what that means? If time is stopping in a spreading area, it can only mean one thing. Temporal Tower is starting to collapse. Temporal Tower is collapsing? Correct. Temporal Tower gives structure to time, so if it is starting to collapse, time itself will collapse in ever-widening areas. This is bad. The problem is accelerating. The planet's paralysis is coming on fast. What? But we have to hurry then. That's right. If we don't hurry, the planet will become fully paralyzed. There's only one way to stop the destruction of time now. We need to gather the time gears. Then the time gears must be put in place in Temporal Tower where Dialga lives. But there is a problem. Temporal Tower is located in a place called the Hidden Land. As the name suggests, no one knows what the Hidden Land is. But there isn't any time. That's right. That's why I think we need to split up for now. I'll go collect the time gears. In the meantime, I want you two to search for the Hidden Land. Understood. Is that okay, Kara? Okay then. You're in charge. The Hidden Land is supposedly somewhere in this world. Unfortunately, there are no clues as to exactly where it is. Considering that no one has discovered it yet, we should probably assume that it is quite far away. We must consider even crossing the sea and discover means to do so. Across the sea? I've got your letters. You've got my songs. You know? You guys know, like the band Weezer? I picked up the album Pinkerton a few months ago. Why are you so far away from me? I want you your way across the sea. I could never touch you. I think it would be wrong. I've got your letters. You've got my songs. Like that. Like that. I'm surprised you've never heard it. It's one of the most seminal albums of the 90s, you know? People really latched onto it. It was kind of hated in its time, but as a few years later, it was reevaluated critically and is now considered one of the best alternative rock albums ever made, you know? It's a tale of a man who's dealing with a lot, but also dealing a lot to other people in his life in self-destructive ways, and exploring that through song. He's sort of Rivers Como, you know. He's an artist. He's a Is this gonna take long? You don't like this bit? You don't like Loaf is a fucking in deep Weezer fan bit? You don't like it? You think I'm not cooking with that one, huh? You think I'm not cooking with that one? Wait, can you start over? I was tabbed out. Yeah, I got you. So have you ever heard of the band Weezer? You like They're kind of like I don't know. There's not. I mean, like, they're kind of like there's not a lot of bands like them. You know, they have a lot of variety. They've made a lot of different kind of songs over the years. I'm counting on you. Well, I'll be off to gather the time gears. Good luck. Now, we should go searching too. Let's find the hidden land. So, where shall we begin looking? For the time being, why don't we consider how we can cross the sea? I think we need to talk to our guild, dude. Well, we just happen to be here at the beach, so... this is hopeless. The way of crossing the sea... I'm not coming up with anything. I agreed to search for the hidden land, but... where do you suppose we start looking? And there's no time. It's true, we've got too little information to go on. And we have no time to waste. We have to locate the hidden land as soon as possible. We have to find Temporal Tower. Then we have to put the time gears inside it. If we fail to do that, our planet will be paralyzed. We have to stop that, whatever it takes. And to do that, well, we have no choice. We need everyone's help. That's it. I'll tell Loaf. What is it, Kara? Let's go to a Wigglytuff's Guild. What? You want to go to a Wigglytuff's Guild? Why? We disappeared in front of everyone, remember? Well, yeah, I think everyone would be really worried about us, and I miss everyone too. But everything we saw in the future, everything about Grovile and Dusknor, even about you, Kara, if we tell it all to the guild, how can they believe us? What do you think, Kara? Do you think everyone in the guild will believe us? They'll believe. You think they'll believe us? Well, you say that, Kara, but... is there a chance they'll believe us? After all, everyone in this world is convinced that Grovile is the villain. And they think Dusknor is a really good Pokemon, don't they? Everyone especially thinks highly of Dusknor. I saw the future, but I still don't want to believe the truth about Dusknor. Even if we were to tell everyone the truth, I wonder if they would be even be able to accept it. It's true. What Loaf is saying is true. Maybe no one will believe us if we tell them the truth. But... what? We should tell them anyway. Why? They might not believe us, right? But we should tell them anyway. Yes, we should. Why? Why do you think so? We need everyone's help. Everyone's help. I understand. We can't find the hidden land on our own. We do need everyone's help. If we don't get their help, we'll run out of time to prevent the planet's paralysis. Kara. Okay, you're right. Let's go home to Wigglytuff's Guild. Love. Well, let's go back to the guild and tell everyone the truth. I'm sure that everyone will be hooked. But I'm certain they'll understand. Let's go home, Kara. Back to Wigglytuff's Guild. Aww, Love. Oh my gosh, he's such a cutie. I'm so proud of Loaf. I just like to see him thriving. Oh my god. Here we are, Kara. Wigglytuff's Guild. It feels as if we were gone a long time, but now that we're here, it's kind of awkward to go in. After all, we were suddenly taken away in front of everyone. It would be sort of strange to suddenly show up. No, we can't be acting all bashful now. We have to see everyone and tell them the truth. Okay, I'll stand above the sentry post. Pokemon detected! Pokemon detected! Whose footprint? Whose footprint? The footprint belongs to... The footprint belongs to... What's wrong, Diglett? Respond, respond! What? Hey, Diglett! Where do you think you're going off to? That footprint... It's Loaf! What? 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 It is Loaf. And Carrot, too. What? Diglett, long time no see. What is that? What? Look at them. Aww. Hey, it's true. Oh my gosh. It really is Karen Loaf. You're both alive. He was so worried about you. I was... Golly. Everyone, we're home. What the fuck is Wigglytuff gonna say? Welcome home. Loaf, Kara. Do. What? What was that again? Just hold on for a moment. Let me get the story straight. My friends are in the bathroom, getting higher than the Empire State. My lover, she's waiting for me, just across the bar. Sitting next to some sunglasses, asking about a scar, and I know I gave it 2 months ago. I know you're trying to forget. Remember that song? Yo, reference to song? Yo, classic CaraBun song reference to that fucking song. Good bit, CaraBun. Good bit, CaraBun. Good job. You really killed it with that one. With that reference to the song by Fun. You know the one. Okay. Let me surmise your story so far. First, Grovyle is actually a good Pokemon. Wow. And he was collecting the time years to save the world. Yeah. And the great Dusknoir only pretended to be kind and helpful, but he was actually a heinous and wicked villain. Yeah, although I didn't really phrase it as heinous and wicked. Also, Kara was really Grovyle's partner. I mean, yeah. So Dusknoir wanted to get rid of both Kara and Grovyle. So we took them to the future. Yeah, and me too. And then you managed to escape from Dusknoir by the skin of your teeth. I don't understand the phrase "by the skin of your teeth," because there is no skin on your teeth. My teeth are not covered by skin in any regard. They are completely skinlet. Are you saying that you're all gums? Are you wearing dentures right now, Dino? I mean, hey, good for you if it works. And you barely made it home from the future. Yeah. And finally, the planet will soon become paralyzed. And to prevent that, Gruvile has started to gather the time gears again. Meanwhile, you two are looking for a place called the Forbidden Land. Hidden land, not forbidden. It's not forbidden. It's not forbidden. It's just hidden. I'm really fucked off with fucking God. Is that your story in its full entirety? Yeah, that's all of it. Love and Kara, you must have had a bad dream or something. What? Why don't you two just go to your room and get some rest? Wait a second. You think we're lying? What we just told you is all true. I'm sure. I'm sure you two are suffering from exhaustion. A good nap will fix that. That's not it, Shadot. Seriously, we're telling you the truth. That's quite enough. So tell me, is there any part of your story that is even remotely plausible? Can we pluck this bird fucking dry? Can we fucking, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? These motherfuckers saw us get yoinked into a interdimensional portal or some shit, and they're pinning this on a dream. Are they stupid? Fucking clearly, this bitch is the stupidest fucker in the world. If honestly that's what he believes. A place called the Hidden Land. I am the head of intelligence here, and I've heard of no such place. If you are the head of intelligence here, it makes sense why everyone in the guild is fucking so fucking stupid, man. Besides, the great Dusknor is far too kind to do anything that you've alleged. Well, yeah, I couldn't believe the truth about Dusknor either. It really came as a huge shock. I mean, it was really hard to accept, but I'll hear no more of this. I don't care what you say. The great Dusknor, the villain. That's simply unbelievable. Seriously, don't you two feel the same way? How can anybody seriously think of the great Dusknor as a villain? We hold Dusknor in high esteem. We cannot believe it. See? Everyone shares the same opinion. But, what is it, Sunfora? There's something I don't understand. That time, when the great Dusknor was about to return to the future. It is too soon for farewells. You two are coming with me. By gosh. Oof, yeah. Like fucking, like, clearly some shit's up. Clearly some shit's up. Why wouldn't you believe us? What Dusknor did then? It was strange anyway you look at it. Really? Do you think so? Don't you think that Loaf and Kara fell into the interdimensional hole by accident? No way! Dusknor grabbed Loaf and Kara and yanked him in. Hey, that's right. It looked that way to me too. Hey, what happened? Gosh, I really had to wonder why Dusknor did something like that. If what Loaf said is true, then what Dusknor did suddenly makes perfect sense. He probably literally grabbed us. He probably literally grabbed us. He doesn't just... Oh my god, I'm gonna have an aneurysm. I'm telling you, I'm gonna knip upon this motherfucker. I'm gonna knip, dude. What? Wait a minute. So is that what you think now? Are you saying you believe what Loaf and Kara are claiming? Well, what's your answer? I believe him. What? What? What did you say? So, Bidu, you're now claiming the Great Dusknor is a villain. I'm knipping, dude. I'm fucking knipping. How is this guy so fucking stupid? He's how is he the head of intelligence? This guy has not a single fucking master of spies bone in his body. He would get fucking oh my fucking god. The CIA would take out Wigglytuff's guild like it was a fucking school, like it was a fucking school. All right? It would be so easy for them. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. If Chatot was in charge of defending Fidel Castro, they would have actually got him. Oh golly, I sure really did think highly of the Great Dusknor. The whole idea sounds troubling when you put it that way. But there's something more important here. Yep. Kara and Loaf are more important. That's why I believe what Kara and Loaf have to say. What? You believe that? Oh my god. Be doof. Hey, I believe too. Me too, oh my gosh. They're guild colleagues after all. Oh, Corafish. And Sunflora. I believe him. Me too. And so do I. Testing down on our colleagues is wrong. Trust is a must. Squawk. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for believing us. Well, hiya. Sounds like we all agree. Huh? We all believe our friends. That's great. Then let's begin searching for the hidden land. Whoa, just hold on there, Guildmaster. What's wrong? We're not all in agreement yet, are we? Huh? We're all good with the story, but I suspect that Chatot isn't convinced. Oh, is that all? You don't need to worry about Chatot. Yeah, damn right I don't. Holy shit. We're gonna usurp this bitch. Huh? Chatot is convinced, right? Because Chatot believes Loaf's story all along. Right, Chatot? What? So peculiar. Well, Guildmaster, there's no fooling you. I admit it. Yes, I believed Kara and Loaf right from the start. Huh? Really? But if I were to say that I believed them right away, really tough. You believed them all along. Right, Chatot? Everyone would have just gone along with what I said. What's all this? That's why I was so contrary. I wanted to put your friendship to the test. I honestly don't believe him. I think that he's gosh, likely story. But without a doubt, I was convinced from the get-go. I knew everyone would surely believe their colleagues. Says you. Yeah, Oof. I believe you. You're my good friends. You did guild membership. Now listen, everyone. Time is stopping in more and more places. From Love's story, we know the world is in danger. That means that we have to do something. You kind of look like Lily Tough. Yeah, a little bit. My ears are bigger, though. This is our time. In the name of Wigglytuff's guild, we'll combine all our efforts. We'll discover the hidden land. Let's do this, everybody. Hurry! carrot. Yes, sir. But you're more wiggly and got no tongue. Here I am, unfortunately. Okay, everyone. From now on, we're all shifting our efforts to locating the hidden land. We're also have to let everyone know what is happening in our world. It's going to get busy. We're all going to have to work hard. I sure will. I'll put her down to Treasure Town. I'll get the word out, by golly. I'll tell him like this. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Time stopping, it sure is. Time stopping, it sure is. Hi, y'all. Y'all heard about how time is stopping? And they'll all believe me. Because, you know, everyone listens to Bdoof. Everyone listens to Bdoof all the damn time. We'll go too.
You have to let Azelf and his friends know too. If they're back at the lake, they made her to stop profile.
Hey, I'll go tell them. Okay, everyone else, search for the hidden land, please. Yeah. Bidoof, Sunflora, and others, once your errands are done, gather information on the hidden lands. Yes, sir. We'll hurry. We'll find the hidden land together. Yunta!
Hooray!
Alright, let's show some guts. Hey! Aww, isn't this game the cutest? Isn't this game the cutest game ever made? But maybe the wise Torkoal, the town elder, may know something. Torkoal, the town elder? That would be the wisest and oldest Pokemon of Treasure Town. Fuck me. I accidentally dropped some shit. He loves the hot spring. I remember him. That fucker was really in the hot spring for real. In fact, I'm positive that you'll always find him in the hot spring. Oh, I remember. Thank you for the pads, pre, pat pre.
My goodness! It was the water that carried you all this way. What a long journey that must have been. Let the hot spring water wash away your fatigue before you make your way home.
Good idea. We'll do that. Thanks, everyone. It's him. It's the nice old Pokemon we met. You should put his years of wisdom to use. Go ask Torkoal for advice. The first time that we went to the hot spring, we got there through Waterfall Cave, Kara. Let's go onward to the hot spring. But first, it is getting late, and besides, you must be hungry. Oh my god, imagine how long it's been since they've had a nice fucking meal of, I guess, berries is all they eat. You should have dinner, then get a good night's rest. We can all get to work tomorrow. Hey, Kara's belly growled again. Oh, did everyone hear that? What a laugh, Kara! Think your belly bark at Temeko, huh? What? Wigglytuff, that's not how you eat an apple. Chuff! Crunch, munch, choo choo, snuffle, slurp. Oh my lord, they're going crazy with it. It's been so long since we've been in this room. It feels as though I'm finally home. You know, I'm glad everyone came to believe our story. It made me a little choked up. Let's go meet Torkoal tomorrow and talk with him. Let's get back at it again tomorrow. Boop, boop, boop. Up and at him, it's morning! Oh my fucking, good morning, Kara. You know what I wouldn't fucking miss? Is that shit. I would not miss Loudred. I would not miss Loudred. It's actually kind of insane. Like, they went from not having to deal with that ever to suddenly having to deal with that all the fucking time again. Oh my god, I would go fucking crazy. I would go absolutely fucking feral if it meant not dealing with that ever again in my life. I hate being woken up, dude. I'm so bad at it. I'm such a fucking not chill waker-upper. Big stretch. Big stretch. What? Oh. Blah. Speaking of which, I actively am falling asleep as I fucking talk. During that long-ass parade of cutscenes, I actively was falling asleep, and my eyes did close and nearly not come back open several times while I was talking. So unfortunately, I am gonna raid I'm gonna raid and then stream a little bit early today, or 2 hours early today. God, that feels annoying. But on the bright side, I've pulled an all-dayer successfully. Loaf with a scar and her eye patch now, grabbing Loudred by the throat. You don't know what I've seen in that place, Loudred. What I've experienced. Do not fuck with me. Do not. I'd hate, don't fuck with me either, because I'm just a little bunny, and I love each and every single one of you. And I'm gonna raid, because holy shit, I'm fucking tired. I'm really, genuinely, insanely tired. And I'm sorry about it. I really apologize that I've had a couple of short streams lately. More than I've intended to, certainly. But fuck me, dude. I'm gonna absolutely break a good sleep. You know what? Hey, I hope that you get good sleep. So EP. I appreciate each and every single one. I hope that you guys don't hold it against me. I always get scared. Whenever I do something slightly wrong, I'm always like, no one's gonna watch me ever again. Everyone hates me. Everyone thinks I'm the worst streamer. Everyone's gonna want to make me... No one's ever gonna watch me ever again. Every single time I, like, take a day off, or end stream early, or start stream late. Every single time. I try not to worry about it, though. MGS tomorrow, you will need all your mental facilities. It's true. I need to lock in. I'm excited for MGS 3. I think it's gonna be a cool-ass game, dude. I think it's gonna be a sick-ass game. Who's streaming around? Who's streaming around? Oh, Germa's streaming. Germa's streaming to only 5k viewers? Oh my god. I want to stream another. I want to raid another VTuber though, as I always do. Is this person a VTuber? Nope, they're not a VTuber, so they don't count. Is this person a VTuber? Yes, but they're playing Dead by Daylight, so they also don't count. Fortnite? No, there's no way. There's just no way I'm playing. There's just no way I'm raiding a Fortnite streamer. I'm sorry, it's not happening. I won't be doing that to you guys. Overwatch? God, y'all gotta fucking... Why does everyone play shitty games except for me? I'm just saying, I'm the only person who's ever been playing cool games. Is it possible that fucking any person can play a game that's fucking sick and fun to watch? Nope, I don't think it is. I think every streamer is actually playing some bullshit. You know what? Let's go raid Coco, because even though Coco is Coco's streaming art actually. There's not, even though Coco is a little bit diaper pilled, I still appreciate it. They're only played to play games. Want to raid someone playing Mega Man X? No, let's raid Coco. Coco's doing art. We can raid Coco. Okay. If you enjoyed the stream, please drop me a follow. If you didn't enjoy the stream, give it a Markiplier instead. I will be back here again at 4 p.m. PST tomorrow. I'm really sorry that I'm cutting out early today, but I do appreciate you coming with me for the time that we did have. I promise I'll be more sleeped and more ready. I'm going back to sleeping at a normal time, believe it or not. It's happening to me. It's happening to me. I'm gonna do it. Good night, everybody. Good night. Bye-bye.